Some might say it's a little dishonest to name my stream Last Man Standing when I am A, not Tim Allen, and also basically the reason there's no Jackbox is because I forgot to ask yesterday. But it's marketing, dummy. He forgore. Why is that shit make me laugh every time? Me as a 19-year-old be like, wow, it is so true when Owen Wilson says, everyone knows General Custer died of the battle at Little Bighorn, but what this book presupposes is maybe he didn't. So true, delightful. Me at 34, I forgore, ain't no way. How's your Gorbachev spot doing? It's still there, but it's definitely like not that perceivable anymore. It doesn't hurt also. It's weird too to do this. You ever realize, like, if there was, so I'm sorry because this is very heteronormative, but if there was justice in society, women would on average be taller than men. Because I remember first year at university, I thought I was looking pretty good, but I always look at myself at my own height, right? Because I'm the height that I am. So I'm looking myself like in the eyes in the mirror. Then one day I had like a horrible realization that is like most of the girls that I see that I think are cute are actually seeing me from like here. So they're getting like the front-facing camera look of what you look like. That's not the most flattering image, you know what I mean? And then they're seeing up and I'm like a 19-year-old boy with nose hair and stuff like that. You could be going out thinking you look super fresh. Then you realize that the frame of reference for like the average person you're talking to is from 6 inches below your eye line. You got a double chin and jowls and stuff like that. Yeah, but they can't see the bald spot. It's true, they can't see the Gorbachev mark. Anyway. Old. This is like 2018. I'm going to put it here, leave us some space on the side. That's the beach that makes you old. Old Yeller. I'm going to say that this is older than arsenic and old lace. But I could be wrong. 40-year-old virgin. It's like 2005. It's just after old school. I'm going to touch the Cheeto, and I'm going to bet on there being no 2004. Because I want to crush these Cheetos. Grumpy-year-old men. It's like 2 years after Grumpy Old Men. No Country for Old Men is like 2007. I mean, this is efficient placement, whether or not it's 100% right. Old Boy US. Pre-old. Mr. Old. I don't think this is real. I think maybe we got the first two mixed, but I've never been happier with the way that I placed blocks. We were so efficient with our space, it looks like the Vancouver skyline. Oh. Dads, considering how many we stacked, you gotta have a pair of brass ones to stack them like that. Oh, we could eliminate a lot of Cheetos here, depending on what they give us. Come on, fucking Miles Davis. Neil Young after the gold rush, mid-1970s. Place me down touching 2 Cheetos. Fiona Apple fetched the bolt cutters, 2019 maybe. Somewhere up there. Peppa Pig, my first album. I believe this received a 9.1, but it was slighted because they didn't give it Best New Music. Miles Davis, Kind of Blue, Old as Dirt. I'm going to settle for starting here and not blocking a trash. I'm going to play a little tactically here. Radiohead Kid A, year 2000. Let's give ourselves 20 years of space on both sides. It's going to be a little touchy in there, but I got confidence. Beatles Rubber Soul. This is in the 1960s. This is like a 65. I'll put it right there. A little scary, but we got space. I feel confident. Fleetwood Mac Rumors, 1977. I'm going to say it's after the gold rush, but this is the first one that I'm a little twisted on. Kanye West, that's 2010. Split the difference between Kid A and Fetch the Bolt Cutters. Dr. Dre's The Chronic. This came out in the 1990s. Like early 1990s. They probably gave it a 2 when it came out and then a 10 on re-release. Purple Rain is like 1985, 1986. It looks scary, but I'm very confident. And this, I'm 100% confident we got perfect or 2 wrong. That's it. I could not feel more confident we're perfect or 2 off. One little hot swap in the middle. Oh! Ooh. That's one we desperately needed. That was the perfect time for that category to show up. This is also kind of doable. Bram Stoker's Dracula. This is like 1991. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that there's going to be more recents than distant past. What We Do in the Shadows. That's going to be like a 2015 John. I'm going to give myself some space. I think this is fine. Do a double Cheeto straddle. Blade, 1997. I'm leaving some space for Interview with a Vampire. That's going to be directly post Bram Stoker's Dracula, I think. Twilight. Post 30 Days of Night, pre What We Do in the Shadows. Give me a straddle. The Lost Boys, 1980s. I think we do a double Cheeto, and then there's like only one left. And if it's like Nosferatu, we slot that son of a gun in at the far left. 13 going on 300. It's not real. Van Helsing, 2004. It's the scariest placement, but I think that it is pre 30 Days of Night. So I'm confident. I'm confident. Could be wrong, by the way, but I'm confident.
Let's inspect your work.
Oh! Ooh! Mr. Gorbachev, tear down those Cheetos. I can do some of this.
From oldest film
I can do some of this.
newest film.
Shutter Island is like 2010. Give me the double Cheeto straddle. I maybe should have taken it a little bit more to the left. We'll see. The Departed is directly pre-Shutter Island. Goodfellas is like 1994. We're going to have Casino there, which is going to be spicy. We're going to have Gangs of New York. Mamma Mia is not a Martin Scorsese movie. It's not a Martin Scorsese movie. Quick on the tabs. Quick on the tabs. That's going to be not the newest because you got The Irishman, but it's in there. Taxi Driver is very close to the front. I'm going to leave myself a little space. 70s get a little convoluted for me. That's going to be the most recent until like December. That's going to go right here. And then we've got space for Casino in the middle, but we got to be real quick on the sticks. Raging Bull is going to be, I think it's like the 1980s. Morbius is not a Martin Scorsese film. Oh, keep tapping, keep tapping. Casino, 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 Casino me, Casino me. Oh, right here. I'm so lock it in. We're back. It's not gonna clear the board, but it's gonna get it moving. Oh, you thought you could kill me? Still pretty rough, but at least we got rid of that staircase. This I can do. I'm a fairly good judge of celebrities' ages. Selena died in the maybe 1990 as a young lady. She's probably born in the 1960s, mid 1960s. I'm gonna put her right here. Olivia Rodrigo. Maybe I'm insane. I don't know these people, so I'm gonna say she's younger than Billie Eilish. Taylor Swift is gonna slot right into the pop star little fork we made here. No doubt about that. We're just gonna wait for it. Britney Spears certainly is gonna be older than Avril Lavigne by a few years. So I'm gonna put her right here. I feel very confident that we're either perfect or Eilish and Rodrigo should flip. Fuck you. How old do you think Selena is? Who do you think Selena is? Everyone's saying, how could you say Taylor Swift is younger than Selena Gomez? I'm like, it's not Selena Gomez. It's Selena. Get a badge in the chat to identify ya. You're my subscribers. Thanks for 72 months. Thank you for the gift subs. Thank you for the bitch. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the tips. Come over to my place, baby, you're a wreck. That's an original.